Rich that I will be going over the market for Friday. Um, I try to wake up early to see how the market is doing, look at different videos, get some news. You can do this with pretty much any iPhone to get like an idea about how the market is doing. So let's get into it. So in today's video, go through your phone. They have a section here to where it talks about the stock market. So let's click here, see how it's doing Friday morning. The top stories, stock future rise ahead of key inflation report. Let's take a look at it, see what it says. CBS News, and as you can see, they're waiting for the key component. I guess whenever they get done with their meetings today, about the numbers, the reports, employment, unemployment, things like this. A lot of politics go into it, but what else is new? But we're going to look to see, let's talk about the S&P 500 as they slide 2.5%. And also they talk about, I believe, the Dow Jones. Dow Jones prices are expected to rise a little bit later on today. But let's just get into it and let's talk about the main stuff. Short this down. We can just pretty much pick one to see which one that we would like to go over. And today, I guess the lucky one is going to be Walt Disney. Walt Disney is a company that makes a lot of videos, movies, cartoons. It's a family-oriented company. I think that you can go there to visit their shop. And yes, they do pay a dividends, but let's get into it. And then opening hours are down 0.52%, which isn't necessarily all that great. But as you can see right now, their shares go for $11.31. As you can see. So they talk about Disney. I think I read something earlier where the lady, yes, her. I'm not exactly sure what this is about, but it's good to know, especially for an investor. Now let's see how this stock is doing. As today goes, they're down 0.52%. And remember, guys, we want to pay attention to this middle line, which is right there. This middle line basically tells us everything we need to know. So that's today. Now let's take a look to see what it's going to look like for the week. Well, it looks like it's going to be doing quite well, actually. The middle line right here is above it, and it's a good sign to buy sometime next week. It's a great time to buy for sometime next week. As you can see, you also want to do time management. You want to watch to see how the stock is doing. If it's go back to, the red means to sell pretty much, and green means to buy. Now, I know it's Friday, and I know the market hasn't opened yet, but at the same time, sometime next week after the numbers come out, we'll see how it goes. See how it do for the month. Yeah, now, for some reason, Walt Disney stocks, they make a lot of great movies. Sometimes you gotta pay the subscription fee, but as you can see right here, it looks like it could do a good push, but the push came and gone right up in here. And so, a lot of different reasons. It could be because of the dividends payout. meetings, the numbers, profit, different reasons. But let's take a look to see what, yep, in the next 3 months, looks like that Walt Disney could be, doing fairly well, but not as fairly well as we would like for the Walt Disney Company. So let's just take a look to see what it looks like in 6 months. Yeah, now, okay, so for the 6 month mark, you can kind of tell where it's going right here because of the line touches in the middle, which gives it the perfect, perfect push, you know. Um, these are all like predictions, but predictions can also mean either a green or means either a red. But we always want the green to show. And could this be a good potential stock to buy, purchase? You can never go too wrong with Walt Disney. Let's just put it like that. You can never go too wrong with Disney. They make a lot of movies, a lot of family movies, a lot of movies in general. So let's see how it looks like for the next year. Again, with all the politics and all the numbers that could be coming out, um, you can never go too wrong with Walt Disney. You know, so let's take a look for 2 years. Yeah, you see, we will with the next 2 years. As people go back to work, movies become more easier to access, more easier to watch. A lot of things on the internet, a lot of things is doing online, so you can't go too wrong with that. This look like a good buy within the next 2 years. Let's take a look. Dang, it looks like it crashes. Always pay attention to this line right here in the middle. This line pretty much is like where you want to look to see where the market is going. And as you can see, 5 years from now, it's all a prediction. You never really know. It says that it might not be a good thing to buy, but you never know because these are all predictions. But within the next 10 years, Mark, if I can, yeah. So in 10 years, Walt Disney, hopefully this stock price will go down, from 111.31 to something more affordable. Because I like to buy cheap stock prices to get more shares. But overall, let's see what it looks like overall. See, overall, from 1985 until now, the next 10 years overall is definitely, you're going to see its peak. And remember, this line right here in the middle, that line right there in the middle is what you want to look for. Right there in the middle. Walt Disney. We could go over any other companies, but it's real simple, Green means to buy, red means to sell. That's day trading. You really don't need like a lot of like fancy candles and things like that. Just pay attention to what the graph is doing. See what this one's about. GE. Let's see. GE. Let's see. GE. Red means always to sell. Our next video will involve another stock to go over. And pretty much I like to go over stocks and bonds, all reviews, what to look for, what to buy. Please like and subscribe and share. Until next time, see you later.